First things first, huh? We should just say, first of all, in the background, you can hear Peyton cooking up some hash browns, so that's what that is. There's a little bit of sizzle, a little bit of static, but that's what that is pretty much anyway, so fuck them.
Pete likes his hash browns extra crispy. You can't do much about it.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Do we just invade China at this point and make it a part of the United States?
Hong Kong, at least.
That'd be tight.
I think they want us to. You know, weren't they the ones with all the American flags and shit that they're waving around now?
They were using American flags in their protests, and now...
Yeah, because they're like, fuck this.
Yeah. Dude,
Garbage.
one of the articles, I didn't read it, but I saw the headline. It just said, like, a protester got shot and then sentenced to 10 years in jail.
The protesters?
Yeah.
They're fucked up over there right now, man. I'm just saying.
It's like full-on civil war.
It is.
In
Not
the
super
past,
chill.
like, U.S. presidents would, like,
Yeah.
give weapons to, like, rebellions.
Yeah. Because they're like, let's just see how this shit goes down.
Yeah. Is Trump gonna just ship them a bunch of weapons?
Maybe.
What if Trump takes away all the AR-15s from all of the people and then sends them to China?
You know what I think was, what I think is awesome? You know, North Korea, right?
Yeah.
How those guys are kind of effed up a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Kim, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. If you want to ever
I'm trying to swear less on the air.
have a rumble,
I can't help it. It's just the way I fucking talk.
I'd be down to get into the wrestling ring with Kim.
That's what I'm saying. But here's the deal. You know, like they're, like the movie The Interview.
Yeah. With Dave Franco.
James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Oh,
yeah,
not Dave.
So,
James.
so they, if you don't know the movie The Interview, basically these two dudes go over or whatever. One of them's like a talk show host, and they go over to North Korea to like have like a talk show interview with like Kim Jong Un or whatever one's in charge now, and blah blah. And then the U.S. government's like, here, you're gonna poison him while you're there, and they're like, fuck, okay, so they have to do this mission, blah blah, kind of whatever. It's more of a comedy than anything, and so the people of North Korea in real life and in the movie, I guess, kind of are taught to believe that America's fucked and like we're not super chill and we hate them and stuff, and we're just kind of like we don't really care that much. Like it's just that that's what they're told, you know. It's like it's kind of sad, but I don't know. We'd love to have them over here. I feel like, or at least help them over there, you know. And so what South Korea and a lot of I don't know, diplomats or whatever from around the world are trying to like they're floating in like balloons and shit into North Korea with information like about like
The world?
the world and like the internet and stuff, and that movie too. They're using the movie to show like, hey, we're making fun of your supreme leader. He's not that fucking cool, you know, like deal with it, you know. And they can maybe possibly watch the movie and be like, this is what it's like on the outside. They just think that this guy's crazy. You know, because they just, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think the majority of them just believe everything he says, you know?
I
Because
don't think they have a choice, really.
Exactly. And if you don't
It's all
believe it,
there
you're
is.
probably not going to be in a good position.
That's just their, like, reality. Is that
Exactly.
he's the leader, and it's fucked, but they don't really know it's fucked because
yeah.
they don't know any better.
Exactly. I don't know. I thought it was just interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how long that's going to go on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything comes to an end eventually. So how long is North Korea just going to be like this isolated nation?
I think as we can, like the rest of the world continues to develop, I think there'll be, because obviously there's a lot of defectors and stuff. There's a lot of YouTube videos that you can actually look up that are of people like escaping North Korea, basically, like of their citizens like trying to leave to get to South Korea and whatnot, and going through the what is it, the
The demilitarized zone.
DMZ, that's what it is. Yeah, it's demilitarized zone. Trying to get through that and stuff, and it's really hard for them and everything. But I think as like the rest of the world continues to evolve and you know make progress, I think it will either come up with ways to like help them better, or they'll start discovering things and getting in contact or something, and more people find out, and more people, and then eventually I think it'll just cause an uprising, and we'll
think-
probably have to stop in because we're the fucking apparently the United States is the police of the whole fucking world. Like, I don't know why everything is our problem, but
yeah.
I mean,
It's kind of.
I mean, we do bad stuff sometimes, you know, but like, it doesn't make everything our fucking thing to deal with, you know. I don't know. It's just
I don't
weird.
know. I feel like the U.S. gets blamed for problems that like they have something to do with us, but like it takes more than just us.
Yeah, this is a trigger warning.
Is
What?
it really a trigger warning?
Probably. I don't know.
That the U.S. gets blamed for
Everything.
or is expected to help the world.
No matter what. Like, and
Yeah.
we're like the fucking like police of the world, basically. I think anyway. From
Yeah.
in the past and stuff. And there are some things that maybe we shouldn't have done. You know, like Vietnam was pretty protest and stuff. I'm not claiming to know anything about this.
Dude, I
but
don't
like
know
the Iraq stuff
anything.
was kind of like I don't know. Some people didn't want us to do that. And some people did, and whatever. And there's some things that we do that probably maybe aren't right, you know. But like, we're always constantly fucking doing something for like another country, and then we
Yeah.
just get blamed for everything anyway. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. It's like, okay, then you do it yourself. Then if you don't like the way we do it,
Take
I
some
don't know.
action.
Also, with that little girl who talked on the climate thing, like, I'm sorry, but you know what? The United States, yeah, we probably have some of the best like resources to make some of that stuff happen, but we are not the cause of the problems, the environmental problems.
We're a part of the cause, but we're not the whole.
Exactly. Not only a part, but like a pretty small part compared to a lot of other countries.
Oh yeah, I just imagine China and India.
We are actually like number 15 on like carbon footprint and plastic pollution.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And like, there's like a lot of other. I mean, there's
off our
14 other
back.
countries that are like worse than us. So like, go fucking talk to them. I don't know. Maybe she has, but I don't really know. It's kind of annoying. It's like, okay,
she's-
and see, she's kind of expecting us to be like the world police, and I guess I get that because like, I don't know, we do a lot of that shit sometimes and that kind of thing. But I don't know. I mean, think about it. If you're from another country and you're like, nobody's doing anything about this, who am I going to go talk to help? I guess the United States would be my
Yeah.
first option, realistically.
Yeah.
'Cause,
But at the
like-
same time, it's like, what do you expect us to do?
Exactly. I don't know anything about it. And it's not my problem. Like, what are we supposed to go in and invade their countries and fucking be like, you can't use this shit anymore. Here's
Yeah.
a bunch of metal straws. They're
No
not
more
going to do
oil.
anything.
Imagine if no one used any oil ever.
It'd be crazy. What's that idea you're talking about that oil is like renewable?
I was a total conspiracy theory. I heard it on Joe Rogan's podcast
Oh God.
that, that like way back in the day, I think I'm saying that right.
Rockefeller. I think.
Rockefeller.
I don't think there's a second R. Wait. Yeah,
Rockefeller.
the middle R.
The middle R. I don't think. Well, the conspiracy is that he like paid off a bunch of scientists to say that the oil in the earth is
Limited.
limited and that it's a fossil fuel and that we only have so much of it
Mm-hmm.
to drive oil prices up.
Because he owned a bunch of like
Yeah.
oil shit, right? Yeah.
'Cause he was just like this
Which would make
tycoon
sense, I
who
guess.
like owned all the industries.
You know what's crazy about that too is just like, real quick, back in the day, like before there was like security cameras and shit, I feel like you could kind of just do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, dude.
And then just make a run for the county line every time, and you're
Even-
pretty much fine.
Even like in like the 80s.
Exactly. Like especially then, like you could pretty much. I feel like you could just walk up to a guy on the street, punch him, and run away, and nothing would
Well,
ever
like,
happen
well,
of it.
No one would know.
Exactly.
You could rob a place and it's like, well,
Exactly.
we didn't catch him running away with the money,
So we can't do anything about it now. We have no like proof that even if you walk past 20 fucking minutes later and you have none of that like, stuff you
like-
stole on you, they can just be like, "That's the guy. That's what he looked like," and it's just your word against the store clerk or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I wasn't here. I was at my house watching
Yeah.
daytime TV, whatever they watched in the fucking 80s. I don't know.
That's crazy. That video cameras and cell phones just have we live in
Changed
such
the
a
world.
different world. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
In the last like what 40 some years, it just became. It's so different. I feel like this like technology is obviously like a huge thing, but I think it's probably like the biggest real jump in advancement in the shortest amount of time for a long time. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
My
like
dad was talking about how in college he had to go to the library to type papers.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That'd fucking blow, dude.
Yeah, that
I'd
would be
lose my
awful.
mind.
I would just handwrite all of them. I'd be like, I don't care. I'll count the words
Yeah.
afterwards.
Or using a typewriter.
Oh,
Imagine
man.
like getting 3/4 of the way through a page and then you like make a mistake. And
Yeah.
you have to start all over.
Yeah,
Because that one mistake.
that would be awful. Or get like whiteout out or
or
something.
get white out
That'd be
and
so
fix it.
shitty.
But then, like me, it's like if
Sucky.
if there's like white out on my paper, I'd be like, fuck,
yeah,
that doesn't look good.
exactly. I'd be like, start it over.
Might as well just type another one.
Exactly. Did that with my accounting homework the other day. I was doing something and then I like made it really nasty looking and I was like, fuck, just write it over again.
I'm just gonna
Wasn't
do it
that
again.
much, but like think about having to do like a whole like you get to the end
Yeah.
and it's like the last line and you just F up the last sentence and you're like, son of a gun. And you're like, okay, well, I might as well just retype this whole thing. Or think about this. You know when they used to use, what are the clicky things? Not like, I know it's like Morse code or whatever, but
Yeah.
like the telegrams.
Yeah, telegrams.
Think about when they're clicking that. Think if you click it once wrong.
Oh yeah,
Like you click one wrong.
they must have been
thing.
really good at that.
Yeah. And they go quick too. Have you ever seen like videos of
Yeah.
like replications of it?
Yeah.
Those guys go quick in the videos at least. They're like and
Imagine
shit like
trying
that.
to read that shit.
You have
Do
to like
they-
listen. You have to like, okay, that's an A. It's 9.
Did they
whatever
like
the fuck.
record them and listen to them back, or was it just like real time? You just
I
gotta
think it
be
was
like,
real time.
that's insane.
I think so. Well, maybe not though, because I guess maybe you're not sitting there the whole day waiting for a message to just randomly come in. Maybe it somehow records it.
I thought
oh,
they were
you know
like
what? It probably does it.
Telegram.
It probably does it on a piece of paper. Like that
Oh,
scrolls
yeah.
through it, and then you can read through it. I bet you that's what it is. I don't know any how that stuff works. If there's somebody that knows, if anybody ever watches our podcast that isn't us or our friends, and if you know about how those gram things work, just maybe comment or something, or we can have you on the show and do a special about the Old West using those
I don't
fucking things to communicate with New York and
I
stuff.
don't think like every house had a telegram machine. I think it was
No.
like the post office and like
I'm
things
sure,
would just
yeah.
get sent there, and then you'd show up and be like,
And letters, I guess, too, but
Were there
anything
any-
instant.
yeah,
Think about that, dude. That's the first SMS.
wow,
That's pretty cool.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Think if you were to invent something. You know, you ever
Yeah,
thought about
that'd be
that?
sick.
When I was little, I was like, I'm just gonna be an inventor.
yeah,
I'm
and
just
it
gonna invent
sucks.
hella stuff.
Like I'll have like ideas, and I'd be like, oh, maybe that hasn't been done, and then I'll Google it, and it's
And it's
been
like-
done 40 times.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And I'm just
Copy.
like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. Shit happens, I guess, huh?
Maybe one of these days I'll get something.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
That is the hope. That's the dream.
Imagine being the person that like invented nails,
Yeah. Because like
but they didn't
Friction.
get anything from it.
that's true. It's not like you can like mass produce nails back when nails
Yeah.
were invented. They're just like, here, I got
And
this
no
cool
one
thing.
knows.
Everybody else just do it.
I think that's a bit fucked. There's so
It's
many
kinda
things
sad.
where like
underappreciated, really.
yeah, where it's like, oh, this was developed by the Romans
Mm-hmm.
way back in the day. And it's like, well, there has to be like one person who had that idea
Yeah.
that is now just considered
Obsolete.
a Roman.
yeah.
That's the only credit they get.
It's pretty sad, actually. It's the same thing with like writing text and stuff, because that's been around for a long time
Mhm.
too. Like probably soon after like people started actually communicating with like words. I don't know. Wasn't Latin one of the first like languages? Or no.
Couldn't tell you.
No. There was like
Hieroglyphics.
Hebrew and shit, and like
Yeah.
all that stuff was way before that, I think. And like Arabic maybe.
Yeah, I'd assume it was
kinda
like
stuff.
the religious scripts.
Probably that, because I mean, back in the day, that's like the most important
Yeah, the church
thing
had
for like the community to have.
the
really.
churches and the religions had like most of the power,
Yeah.
so they would
Interesting.
have.
Separation of church and state, baby.
Yeah, dude. College
know, man.
sucks, dude. I fucking hate these fucking stupid ass classes I have to take.
It is kind of annoying. College needs to be reformed, dude.
Yes,
because like there
we
should
are
be-
for higher education reform.
Here's the thing: is I have to take a bunch of random classes that are not anything about what I'm trying to learn. You know, I'm going to school for business. I have to take a fucking freshman level biology course just to fill up a fucking credit. It's like, dude, I took literally this exact same course freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
And you're paying to be here.
Exactly. And however many grand a fucking class, it's like, sorry, excuse my French, but holy goodness.
If you want to learn at our school, you have to take the classes we want you to take.
Exactly.
No.
It's kind of
What?
like, why can't we just take the classes that are actually
I could get a business
needed.
degree in 2 years if they
like-
didn't make me
exactly. Here's the
these
thing:
classes.
is they're like
And that's how most trade schools are. Trade schools are usually 2 years.
exactly, and with all this like the gen eds and stuff, and like the intro classes, it that always assumes that you basically have no education prior to starting college,
And you
because
need
you're
to,
starting
and you
with
need to prove that you have some sort of
education to even get in anyway. So it's like, why do I have to prove it again?
And if they don't have any previous education experience, it's like, well, they're still giving you money.
Yeah.
So even if they fail, it's like, what's
Exactly.
the problem?
Exactly. I don't know. It's just dumb.
And these 101 intro classes, I mean, teachers are teaching them. The teachers don't like teaching 101s.
No, why would you like doing that? Especially if you spent your whole fucking life like mastering something or like becoming good at, like really good at it and learning the shit out of it. You don't want to be sitting in front of
Yeah.
a bunch of like freshmen and sophomores and stuff and literally just teaching the most basic stuff. That's got to be so boring when you know you could do
And
like
when
higher level. I guess
all
there's a
the
lot of
students
professors that aren't that
hate-
smart though.
Yeah. But all the students are in the class and they're like, they don't want to be there.
They don't want to be there either because
The
they
school's
already
making 'em
they
go
already
there.
learned this stuff in like grade school and early high school. It's like, I don't know. It's just dumb.
Boring.
I'm not really on board with the whole Bernie Sanders ideology, but especially about like college being free, but it's way too fucking expensive.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible, but I also don't think it's.
Plausible. A good
I
idea.
don't think it's a good idea because
Yeah.
I feel like it would. After 20 years of that, it would turn into everyone who wants to be ahead or who wants to be ahead of like the general population then has to go to school another 2 years or 4 years to get their master's or doctorate.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because if it's free,
And then you're just eventually pushing people that because there's no way they're ever going to make like a master's program free.
and what is free? We're talking.
That's true,
They pay
because-
for everything. Are they paying for food?
Well, that's the thing is then there you have a lot of the population that's paying for everybody else. It's not actually free. The government's not
Yeah.
giving it away for actually free. It's just allocating funds from some individuals
I also
to
don't-
others.
I don't think it's a good idea to stay in school too long
No.
because you have this mindset then of like I don't feel like I'm really doing anything when I'm at school.
I agree.
Like I don't like when I turn in homework or like take a quiz and get a good grade. I don't feel like accomplished because of that.
yeah, I agree.
I just feel like I'm doing it.
You know, that's the thing is like a lot of people go to school literally just for basically like the ticket. It's like getting like a golden ticket
Yeah.
to open up opportunities. And it's not
Yeah.
actually, I mean, I like personally, I'm not really in school that much to learn things. I'm here more just to get the degree as a ticket to get a good job.
To get a
That's pretty
job
much
you can
it,
turn
you know what I
into
mean?
a career and whoa.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird.